Parabrahmaya vidmahe Shiva Tadvaya dhimahi Tanno Mohan Prachodayat. Om Parabrahmaya vidmahe Shiva Tadvaya dhimahi Tanno Mohan Prachodayat. Om Parabrahmaya vidmahe Shiva Tadvaya dhimahi Tanno Mohan Prachodayat. So I remember the one afternoon after one of our pujas, Swamiji actually called us all inside. And he called the volunteers inside, and he just wanted to reinstill into us the importance of mother and to conduct our actions and to to conduct ourselves appropriately as well, and to know what that we must do, like what's needed to be done. And the way he spoke about mother, it was like this divine force, that we can't, even though we can't see her, but we can always feel her presence, and we know that she's always there walking with us. And despite knowing that mother is with us, I think one of the challenging days during Navaratri was the breaking down of the Yantra. Um, it was like from a once adorned Yantra to something that was not really physically there anymore. And from sitting there, as much as we could, days or during at times at the night, in the night, and knowing that she was there, and then to seeing that this, the yantra was taken apart, it was actually pretty sad. But I still know that she's with us, every step of our journey. Um, Staying at the ashram for me, it's a beautiful blessing, but also staying at the ashram, one has to be prepared for many things, especially for a lot of fire. And like I said earlier, when I stay at the ashram, at first I'm very excited, and then I'm hesitant, and then it feels like I don't want to go, and this happens all the time. And when I feel like this, I know that I need to be there. So I just, for me, I just take it, okay, like there we go again, the churning has started, and yeah. So as I mentioned in my experience sharings, staying at the ashram, it's like you don't have time to think. Some things, it's like something just carries you into doing what needs to be done. And I remember at Durga Saptasati as well, we would do arti, and then we would plan what needs to be done for the day. And there's times where, we will forget to eat, and Nams, being the mother that she is, would remind us, like, guys, you need to eat, get stuff ready for Swami, do this, do that in the ashram, and um, so it was either cleaning, getting stuff prepared for the evening, doing stuff on the inside, and like I said as well, for me, it was just breaking a lot of my own barriers, like walking barefoot and having wet feet, and even like having my hair wet. Those are things that it's just little things that gets to me. But being at the ashram this time has actually changed that for me. And it sounds like something small for another person, but for me, it's actually something quite big. Since coming back from the ashram, it's like I look forward to the rain, because when it rains, then I'm brave enough now to go and stand outside on the grass, barefoot, in the rain. It's okay if I'm soaked. It does not matter. And so it's like this liberating feeling where nothing or something that as small as that held me back actually can't. It doesn't have that power over me. Going back to just staying at the ashram, it where I mentioned that it feels like something just carries us into doing what needs to be done. I remember the minimal sleep that we used to have. We'd sleep for like plus minus 2 hours, be up, do Durga Sapsati, and then continue and plan for the afternoon. The one night I remember Sam and I were in bed, and we put the lights off, but we were busy on our phones. And the next minute we heard this noise or this walking, like footsteps in the passage. But then we looked at each other and we knew that Swami and Jay were in bed. Sue was also in her room, Nami as well. And the dogs in Mushu, they don't make so much of noise. But this footsteps was so loud and so well defined that it just got louder and louder. And the two of us just looked at each other. And the next day we told Swami about this, and he said that it was the Nagas and that we must not disturb them. So lucky for us, we did not open the doors. We did not disturb them. We actually just remained back, just continued looking at our phones. And so I planned to drive back with Sam on the 30th of October after Navaratri was done. And I postponed my trip to the Sunday, which was, I think, the 1st of November. And Sunday came, and then I postponed again to the 4th of November. Now, why postponed, I don't know. But the events, there were a few events that happened, like, for example, we were driving to the airport on the 4th of November, and Swami was driving, and it was Swami, Ajay, and myself. And there was an accident, on the freeway, and we had to divert. And no, actually, I don't think we diverted. We continued with the traffic, and it cleared up. And the weekend after I got back from Durban, I went to visit my sister. I know this is going off topic. I know it's Navaratri, but I'll come back to why I'm saying this. So I went to my sister's house, and I actually forgot about curfew. So it was like at 11 in the night, and I was getting ready to leave her home, and it was pitch dark outside. And she has this gate that if you open it and you don't drive out, the sensor immediately starts to close the gate. And I'm not used to that, so I just drove, and it was dark. The next thing I knew, there was a big bang. I started trembling. I was nervous. I was like, and I'm not a nervous driver. I'm not careless. I'm not reckless. I know how to control a car. I don't let it control me. That's one thing in my life. I don't let a car control me. And yeah, it was like, I was like, what the hell? What just happened? And I remember my brother-in-law saying that, you hit the gate, and like, are you guys okay, and all of that. But I still remember, and I phoned Nams, I think, the next day, and I told her, you know what, this is what happened, and all of that. And so like the feedback I got was, that I probably was saved from a big accident. And because from the start of Navaratri, it was always an accident or something with a car or something to that effect. So this is why I say it's like, for me, the tradition always protects 100%. I don't have any doubt on the protection that we receive from the tradition. So about our tradition, it's like, I just feel that it anchors me when I think about this path that I follow. It anchors me, and it always pulls me back within myself. Being at Ashram, having to be blessed to actually stay there. It's like a sanctuary to me, and I don't even realize this when I'm there. I don't realize how it's like a safe space in a sense, because once we put back into reality, that's when the I'm not sure if it's the true fire that starts, but it's very different as to being at the ashram. And being at the ashram and in doing everything, it's always being in a certain mode. You don't realize the positive vibrancies that you are actually absorbing and the positive energies. And when you actually go back into reality, and if you apply this, then you are actually able to deal with whatever is thrown at you. And it's like feeling that power from that ashram. So it's like carrying it with you. I think, when we at ashram as well, whatever positivity we absorb from there, we shouldn't leave it behind. We need to take it with us. Because its anchoring effects actually last for days, for months. So I'm not really I don't really think I have much more to say. Yeah, I'm very grateful for the experiences that I have. And just for being able to be and to share and to be with Mohanji family, to experience the stuff that I do, to it's just empowering. If I think of a few years back before joining this path, I think I said it on a video the other day for Baba's birthday, that I was actually looking in 2015. I was looking for something, an organization to join, something where the children can actually can learn, or even if they don't learn, but something that they are surrounded by. And I I remember going to one or two other organizations, and I really, really did not fit in to these organizations. They didn't fit with me, and yeah, it was another thing. But I believe that Mohanji is the guru that finds you, and when I was ready, he really did. And since joining and since being with Mohanji, being with Swami as well, it's like I've never looked back. And we are humans. There's difficult days, and some days you will just feel like, oh, what is this all about? But it's a human, it's just human. It's just being human, human error, being human. But at the end of the day, it's like I've never looked back, and I don't know what the future holds. But currently, I'm so grateful for where I am. Thank you so much.